Today I'm going to talk about a lot of the gameplay issues, a lot of the lag, and why I'm still giving this game a chance. I can't even record. It doesn't matter if I'm streaming or recording or if I have Wallpaper Engine running in the fucking background. It just lags if there's anything running in the background whatsoever. Wow. Ian is censored. All the two-letter words are censored. The first quest was a mess. It is mistranslated between two different language localizations, meaning that it tells you to put the poison on something, whereas it meant to say the position, which confused a lot of players and caused people to have to do the quest for more than 5 minutes in what should have taken like 10 seconds tops. The auction house is also a mess. It opens another screen which leads to an external HTML site, and you have to type in item names exactly, including capitalization, or it will say that your item isn't found. The help menu is also terrible. It opens up an external internet browser, and every time you try to scroll up to the search menu inside of the helper, it bugs out and shows you a list of sponsored streamers at the top because they don't have their UI organized correctly. Lag is so bad that the enemies can't even find you because your character location is client side when they are server side, and so you can basically just cheat enemies. Lag is so bad that you can't even tame anything. It's ridiculous. Disenchanting is a slow mess. There has to be a better way. I don't want to have to click every single item and click 2 more buttons to confirm, yes, I want to disenchant this item. Is I could just mass input the items into an enchantment thing and scrap them all. There's this demand for multiplayer that is ridiculous, where they insist that you use this sort of party buffing system, and to get these party buffs you need to have certain classes or certain races in your party, so people are spamming general chat looking for a certain class or a certain race to be in their party just so that they can craft better, which is ridiculous and doesn't make it any ease to solo players, which is part of what an MMO is that you want to have something to do solo when it's not prime time or your friends aren't online. You don't want to be sitting in general chat spamming, looking for a Musku because I need a special buff so I can craft things better. There's so many bugs in this game, but the good thing is that NEOWIZ is actually trying. NEOWIZ has said that they are doing the best they can, even on whatever their limited staff is. I don't know how many members are on their staff, but they are trying very hard, and the bug fixes are coming. They are coming much faster than any other game that I've played, which is good, because there's a lot of them. Unfortunately, they've also made some pretty bad mistakes. Like, they changed combat so that all players are doing 70 to 80% less damage on all of their skills. Some of the skills are completely useless. Some of the stances are completely useless, and stances is the entire point of this new combat system, which we need. We need a new combat system, because we have been craving, as MMO players, something new, something that is not cookie cutter, and the stat system is wonderful. A little hard to get used to, a bit of a curve, but it is wonderful compared to everything else we have been dealing with. I actually really liked the combat before the nerf. I liked doing this challenge where I would go through the first dungeon on my Union character, clear out all the trash mobs, pull all of the bosses together, and try to kill them without dying, which honestly was kind of a pain, because if they hit you once, you're pretty much screwed, even within the max level before you level out of the dungeon. and that was great. That was a fun challenge. I challenged other people to take on that challenge, and they wouldn't do it, because they were like, no, that's too hard. But now that there's been a nerf, you can't do that anymore. Everything is super slow. I fought this stupid parrot for 20 plus minutes because it puts a shield on itself every so often. To go through the shield, you need to do so much damage, and you can't pull off that much damage. But if you attack fast enough, which the Zerker does not do, then you can knock the shield off in a number of hits by clicking on an item, and clicking on the item you also get interrupted by being attacked by the fucking bird. I really want this game to be good. I have been hyped for Bless for more than 2 years. I think this could be the game that breaks out of the stupid cookie cutter mold that every single MMO does. Even Black Desert, with its dynamic combat, was still fairly cookie cutter. And I really like that this game has something new. This game has a taming pet system. It has a taming mount system. It has PvP that is on a huge scale. It has a cash shop that isn't stupidly overpowered and full of pay-to-win items, except for, like, maybe one which lets your location lock, and hopefully that doesn't work in PvP, and if it doesn't work in PvP, then it's not pay-to-win. And as an explorer, I personally love that item. But the game right now is not fun to play. The game right now I would not buy. The game right now is something that you should wait on. You should wait and you should watch. You should read the patch notes. You should wait and see when the game is going to be good, when NEOWIZ has fixed most of the bugs. You should try to still have hype for this game. I'm still hyped for this game. I really want this game to succeed, and NEOWIZ seems to be listening to the community. Even when they make mistakes, they seem to be listening. They're trying to fix things. There's some issues that seem like simple fixes. There was a duping bug. There still kind of is a duping bug that you could easily fix by not making the auction house a different client outside of the game. You can easily fix some of the issues with the lag if they go into the INI files on their end and force everybody to update, because the US systems are much different from the Russian systems, which were strangely translated into Japanese systems and then back to English/Korean. It's ridiculous. I think this game could be good, and I think NEOWIZ is really trying hard to make it good. And I know in my heart that someday it will be good, and hopefully it won't be pay to win. With our help, NEOWIZ can make it better, because they are listening to us, and they want our input, and that is what we need to give to make this a great game.